everyone, today I am here to talk about a brand new box. So today I'm talking about Fox, which is a kind of brand new book box, and they compare it to Stitch Fix and like ThredUp, things like that, where you go online, you submit a profile, select, tell them do a profile, and they send you some recommendations. They send you some books that they think you would like, much like they do with Stitch Fix or ThredUp with clothes and things like that. This is for books. So in case you're into that, in case you're in for a box that's just books, a box that will hand select books they think that you will like, this is a great box to do that. So like I said, you go online, you create your profile. I believe they ask you some of your favorite books you've read recently, what are your favorite genres, what books didn't you like, what genres you won't like, and they will go out and they'll hand select some books for you. I believe that they all are not new release, but maybe a little bit more backlist titles, so that's great too in case you're looking for recommendations of older books, because new releases are very popular. So pretty much I have in here 3 books they selected for me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what they're about and answer the question honestly of would I read this or not, and see if it really does pair well. So I have a coupon code as well. You can use the code Bookables15 to get 15% off their purchase. I just want to be transparent with you. No money has traded hands. I am not getting paid to do this post. I did get sent this box for free, just for full transparency, just so you're aware of. The coupon code I don't make any commission off of or anything like that. So no money is literally being exchanged hands. I just got a free box to talk to you guys about that. So I like talking about new boxes every now and then because it's interesting to find what new boxes are out there, and I like this one because it really goes to individual preferences. So it's not like Alcrate or Book of the Month or a lot of other book boxes out there where you get the same book a month. You get different books because it's based on your individual preference. So like I said, I'll leave all the links down below. So let's see what books they selected for me. I'm very excited and very nervous because I feel like I have picky taste. I don't know. I do think this is all adult books too, if I'm not mistaken. I'll need to do some more research on that, so just so you're aware of. So here we are. Oh, I actually have 4 books, I think. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the first book I see right here is this, and they put like a little library card out there for you, and they tell you what books they selected and why. So this one is called I Was Told There'd Be Cake, Essays by Sloane Crossley, and they selected this one because it's funny essays and nonfiction. Okay, so let's read the back of it. Accidentally despoiling an exhibit at the Museum of Natural History to zissing up the cops on the wrong neighbor, Sloane can do no right despite every best intentions, or perhaps because of them. Sharp, original storytelling style that confounds expectations in every turn, Crossley recounts her victories and catastrophes with an irresistible voice that is all her own, finding genuine insights in the most unpredictable places. So this one sounds interesting. I don't know if I would select this for myself because I'm not much of a nonfiction reader. So this one's a little bit, I don't know, I'm willing to try it, but it's not something I don't think I would pick to read on my own, nor would I like seek it out, but I'm interested in it, and the cover is a win with me. I think that was actually the extra one they decided to give me because they couldn't resist, so thank you so much. So these 3 I'm going to show you are like the official selections for me. So the first one is by Kate Morton, and it's called The Lake House. I have heard of Kate Morton. This is a big one too. So this one they selected because it's mystery, growth, and beautiful writing. All things I really enjoy. So this one says, in a summer evening in 1933, Eleanor and Anthony's beautiful home in Cornwall has opened for a grand party, but while fireworks bring the night to its finale, they discover that their 11-month-old Theo has vanished from his crib. Oh crap. Despite a long and thorough investigation, no trace is found, and Eleanor and Anthony close up the house and move to London. Their daughters, Deborah, Alice, and Clementine. 70 years later, Alice, one of the daughters, has become a famous author of best-selling mystery novels. She has her own ideas about what happened that summer long ago, but when she receives a letter from a young detective inquiring about the unsolved case, Alice is drawn back into the past and the truth locked away in the lake house. Okay, like I wasn't really interested at first because I thought it was just going to be about an 11-month-old baby that disappeared, and like, okay, here's something you need to know about me. I like mystery novels, but when it has to do with disappearances of a kid, or much less a baby, I do not do well with. I just think it's the mother in me personally. I think other mothers handle a lot more gory stuff. Me, I just can't. So I was going to write off with that, but the fact that it has another thing with 70 years later, the sister is a best-selling mystery author and she gets a chance to go back to learn more about this, that sounds very compelling. So I do want to give this a shot. Like, this is really long. It's almost 500 pages, which is a long mystery, but like I said, I've heard of Kate Morton. She's also I've heard of Kate Morton. I've heard she writes really good stuff. So this one, I'm going to chalk it up to a win. This was something that I would genuinely read and I would pick up. I'm really excited about reading this eventually. I still need to get my heart ready because it's probably going to be very sad. The next one we have is The Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild. I love the cover of this one as well. This one was chosen because it's adventure art world fun characters. This one is about a girl named Annie who is 31, which I will be this year. She lives in a shabby London flat, works as a chef, and is struggling to get by. Reeling from a sudden breakup, she's taken on an unsuitable new lover and finds herself rummaging through a second-hand shop to buy him a birthday gift. A dusty old anonymous painting catches her eye. After spending her very small savings on this artwork, Annie prepares an exquisite birthday dinner for two, only to be stood up. The painting becomes hers, and Annie begins to suspect that it may be more valuable than she thought. Soon she finds herself pursued by parties who would do anything to possess her picture. An exile Russian something, an adventurous something else, and an unscrupulous art dealer. In her search of the painting's identity, Annie will unwillingly discover some of the darkest secrets of European history and the possibility of falling in love again. This is interesting. It does sound interesting. I don't know if I would pick it up. I like the fact it's about a woman that has kind of living by herself and trying to find herself, but when it gets to the art picture, when it gets really deep into art stuff, I'm not into that stuff, so that's where I'm like, I don't know, but it does sound very compelling. Again, this is kind of lengthy. Yeah, this is almost 500 pages as well. They just want me to read thick books apparently this month. I'm okay with that. I probably need to, but this does sound interesting. I want to do more research on it and check it out more. I'm going to call this a maybe. Maybe I'll read this. This one I have is one I have heard of before, and it's called The Leavers by Lisa Coe. I believe this was a Book of the Month selection last year, and it's moving, impactful, and outside my comfort zone, which is something I think is going to be great about this box. You want to get out of your comfort zone? Have somebody select books for you. That's definitely out of your comfort zone. So this is about one morning, Demi's mother, Polly, an undocumented Chinese immigrant, goes to her job at a nail salon and never comes home. No one can find any trace of her. With his mother gone, 11-year-old Denning is left mystified. Eventually, he is adopted by a well-meaning white couple who move him from the Bronx to a small town upstate and rename him Daniel. Far from all he's ever known, Daniel struggles to reconcile with his new life, with his new memories of his mother and the community he left behind. Told from the perspectives of both Daniel and Polly, Coe's novel gives us one of fiction's most singular mothers. Loving and selfish, determined and frightened, Polly is forced to make one heart-wrenching choice after another. Set in New York and China, The Leavers is a vivid examination of borders and belonging. This sounds amazing. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It was a National Book Award artist. It's definitely out of my comfort zone because it's really intense and I don't read too many intense books, honestly, but I really want to read this, so I'm going to call that a win. So there you go. Those are all the books they selected for me. Overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm very happy to definitely read, I'd say, The Lake House and The Leavers. I think those two are real winners, and I'm very excited to check them out. And I'm happy because I don't think I would necessarily check them out without this box. So that's another thing. If you want somebody to help you try to open your eyes to other books that you may have not heard of, this is a great box for you. So I think it'd be really good for people that want to be paired with, I think it'd be really good for people that are trying to get out of their comfort zone for a month of like just reading something else that somebody else thinks that they would like. It's great for people who want recommendations all the time. So like I said, I'll leave their links down below for you to check out. I think it's a really cool box and I'm excited they sent me this box for free. So thank you so much to Fox for sending me this because I'm really excited about these books and I'm interested to see if I'll love them. Maybe one of these will be my favorite book of this year. Who knows? Wouldn't that be freaking interesting? That's interesting. I will see you guys in my next video and bye.